Hi everybody, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to episode 2 of I Saw It on Pinterest. We're going to make some fun little envelopes today, so I hope you will join me and let's get started. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Mine has been okay. Today we're going to work on some little envelopes, and so I'm going to give you kind of the supplies that I have out in case you want to work along with me. This particular pen was by Amy Monroe at abbeymonroe.co.uk. And from looking at her blog, it looks like she does a lot of art journaling. And also, I think she has some at one point. I didn't go into it in real deep detail, but it looks like that she has some art classes available. So you might want to check her out. She's got some real pretty things on her blog. Okay. And also, I'll put a post of her version, picture of her version at the end of the video so you can see what hers look like. For those of you that are going to craft along with me, this is what I have. And of course, you know, you can use variants for a lot of these kind of things. But this is what I am going to use based on what I had. These are some just little envelopes that I had in my stash. They're really small. They are 4 inches by about 2 3/4, and they're about the size I would say that you would put a little flower card in, or maybe even an RSVP card, and so they're not very big. And I just sprayed them with some coffee and dried them with my heat tools so they'd be kind of crunchy. So that's one item. The next thing that I did is I cut some die cuts to use. And the 2 sets that I used were Tim Holtz number 665221. And the other one is 661206, which is mainly, this one's mainly leaves. And then this one has some flowers. And like I said, you can use, you know, whatever you have. Aunt Abby actually used dried flowers, but I don't have any of those, so I'm going to use the die cuts. And I cut them out of just regular manila file folder for those. This is regular brown craft paper. This one is, this one and this one are both out of Tim Holtz Craft color stock that he has that he came out with this year. This one's kind of a mustardy color, and this one's one of the darker greens. So, and I just ran those through my Big Shot and cut out some. So, oh, and book page. And then, of course, your normal glues and inks and all that kind of stuff. So, what she did is she had her little envelopes, and I think she made hers out of book page. And I already had these, and so I thought I would just go ahead and utilize what I already had and get rid of some extra stash. and they were a pretty good size for this. So, and the first thing that I'm going to do, and guys, if you're going to do this, you know, you're welcome to pause the video and go grab your stuff. I'm not going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of this book page on this flap for two reasons. One, that takes care of the, you know, whatever sticky may be left on there from where you seal the envelope. And two, I just think it gives it a little bit more character. So I'm going to glue this on here, and that would be, you know, step 3, I guess, at this point, because I've already coffee dyed and inked my envelopes. If you're going to make your envelopes, it would actually be step 4, I guess. So I'm just going to glue this on here, and then I'll trim them down. Grab my scissors. And you obviously could tear that a little smaller too if you wanted to, and leave a border or around that top, or however you wanted to do that. And then I'll re-ink where I did that. And we're probably going to end up doing another partial piece of book page on down here somewhere, so that we can put a sentiment or something. But I wanted to see how the finished product was going to look first. So I'm going to do these other ones. I don't know how many of these will get done, because I don't know how long the flowers are going to last. But I don't know if I cut enough, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm actually going to put the glue on the flap, because I feel like that book page is pretty brittle and I don't want to tear it. So I'm going to do the rest of these really quick. Oops, see, I'm already knocking things on the floor. I stayed up late last night watching that college championship football game. So today was a struggle at work. I just can't function without sleep anymore like I used to. Stinks to be getting older. It didn't help that I had to work with numbers all day today. That just made me even more tired. So I would say it's going to be an early night tonight for this person. This is a, looks like German book page. It's old, but it's not extremely old, I don't think. But it has a really, really good color. And you may be wondering why I'm putting this upside right on this flap. It's because this flap is going to remain open with what we're doing. So, in the back side of the envelope would theoretically be glued down to the journal. You could leave it up or not glue it down, but theoretically, in my thinking, it would be glued down. Her envelopes also had more of the pointy flap on them. If you prefer that look. Like I said, I'm just trying to use some that I had to get them out of my stash. I have to get rid of my stash to get new stuff, right? Excuse me for just a minute, because what I knocked on the floor was my... There we go, my little blending tool. And so... have to pick that up. I'm just going to ink now my edges for that. And of course, you don't have to do all this inking either if you don't like that, you know, grungy look. It's totally not necessary to do that part. And I'm thinking that you could also use, you know, digital or scrapbook paper, you know, if you wanted a pattern on your envelope instead of just, you know, the grungy coffee dye. I think that would work. This is pretty versatile, so really anything you wanted to do would be fine. Okay, so there's that part. And so now what we're going to do is, she basically made this like a vase or a flower pot. So we're going to take these flowers and leaves, and that is going to obviously stick to my thumb till it drives me crazy, and stick them down in the envelope like this until we have some kind of nice arrangement. And some of these will have to be trimmed off because they're obviously going to be too long. Woo, that one a flying. Oh, sorry about that. I had a sneeze in there. And of course, the color combinations that you could do for these are, you know, endless. You could do whatever suits your fancy to match your journal that you're working on. Let's do something like this. And you just kind of fill it up. I'm going to put a few in each one until I see how many I have here. I can always go back and cut some more. I got quiet, didn't I? Concentration. Two more. I should have cut some more green, it looks like. That one didn't cut. The dye didn't cut very good on that one. I will tell you, if you're going to use this Tim Holtz craft paper, you have to run it through there 2 or 3 times because it is fairly thick. I have a big shot, and I usually pass it through about 3 times so that it will cut everything through. getting there. We're getting there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I definitely could have used some more green. But this is okay. Okay, so there's that. All right, now, what are we gonna do? I have this washi, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to put the washi down here on the bottom part, or if she put just some book page on hers and then put a sentiment on top of it. Maybe we'll do both. Let's see what that'll look like. Grab my book page back over here. Oh my goodness, everything is sticking to me. Now, obviously, once I get everything in place, those flowers will have to be glued in there, you know, to make it permanent. But I'm not going to do that on camera because you get the idea of what's going on there. And that's basically all that she did with hers, is put the flowers in the pocket and then put, you know, the book page and the sentiment on there. And that was it. So she kept it very simple. And glue those now. I'm going to use this other one. That one's about empty and it won't even roll up. I am not going to ink this because I don't want that to be the main focal point on the bottom. Want it to look more like it's blended in to the background than separated from the background. Okay, there's that. If I can keep all my flowers down in there till I get them glued. And obviously you don't have to do such neutral colors for your flowers either. You could use, you know, brighter colors, make them look more spring-like and stuff like that. But with it being winter, I thought a more neutral would work better. I do like the greens or the darker colors in the back though. So I will probably fiddle with these for a little bit longer until I decide exactly how I want to place them. But I'm thinking something else needs to be down here for my taste, besides just the sentiment, which we'll pick some of those out. These are just Tim Holtz sentiments. His small talk. I'd like to find something kind of about growth or see. There's one that says everything has beauty. That might be nice. And I'll probably have to go back and glue those as well, because I doubt if they'll stick on their own. I should have picked these out before, huh? This one says, today is a good day. Choose to see the good. We all need to do that these days, don't we? With all that's going on. This one says, happiness depends on ourselves. And one more. This one's a good one for me. This is Embrace Beautiful Chaos. There we go. Okay, so there's that. All right, I still feel like we need to put something down here. I feel like that these are very neutral, which is good because they can be used in any kind of journal, but I also feel like that they're very, very neutral and they need a pop of something. What do we want to do? A bird would be really cute, but I don't think I have any birds that small. We could do I have, let me see what I have in my labels. Where are my labels? That would be a better question. I grab my birds too, but I don't think I have any birds that small. If I had some green, yeah, I like that. Kind of bring that green down to the bottom a little bit. I'm gonna have to print out some more trace labels. I'm about out. And this little thingy here. I don't mind the black either. There's a blue. No, I don't like that. There's another black. I really am low. Guess I know what I'll be doing watching TV. Just cutting out some Tracy labels. Need one more. There's another black one. I really like the green, but I don't see any more greens in here. I must have really liked the greens on something else. Alright. So there's that. Trimming the little corners here. Prefer them with a little angled corners than leaving it square. And let me quickly look through my birds, but I'm almost sure I don't have anything small enough in here. he would be alright, but he's really bright. Oh, we got this little chickadee. What do you think, guys? Birds? No birds. There's a quail. That looks really good with the colors. My dad used to raise quails when I was growing up. Of course, he was raising them for people to purchase for food, and we wanted them all to be pets. So that was always some kind of something going on when he was selling them. People come to get them, and we'd be sad because he was selling them. And because he would gather the eggs and put them in an incubator. And so we'd watch the eggs, you know, in the incubator until they hatched. And then we'd have the little baby birds. And then they'd go out into the pen and everything. And then, you know, somebody come by them and we'd be all sad. Because we had them, you know, since they were eggs. And one time we had a fox get in the coop and kill a bunch of them. There was dead little birds everywhere. It was sad because fox doesn't care. He doesn't always kill to eat. He just kills to be mean. So all right, let's see what we got. Alright, so there's the chickadee. This little guy is really bright. So I don't know about him. Let me put some ink on him and see if that... I could put a little bit of gesso on him too and calm him down a little bit, I guess. It's a little better. I don't think I like that green label with him though. Like that better. Put the green with the quail. Actually, I might switch these two as well. Put the green with him, put the black with the chickadee. What do you think? I'm liking that pretty good. I think it needs something down there on the bottom. Like I said, she didn't put anything on hers, and But she had the really nice, you know, dried flowers that had lots of color and stuff. So that made a real difference. All right, guys, I'm not going to bore you with inking all this and gluing all this on the video, but you get the idea of where we're going. The only other thing that I think I might want to do, and I will take a photo when I get them done if I do it, is I'm thinking that I might want to do some splatters on the envelope before I glue everything down, just to kind of break up the background just a little bit. So, but again, I will put that in the final pictures. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're enjoying this little series. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be because, I mean, not that I thought it was going to be all that easy, but I thought that I was going to be able to, you know, find something that I really liked and you know, make it and all this kind of stuff. And then as I start looking, and actually, I kind of wished that I could get that sentiment up right there. I realized that I have to get something that I can make in a, you know, in one video, and that's been the difficult part, is finding something that, you know, I can make in a reasonable time. Yeah, I think something like that. That's why I don't glue things down until I know for sure, because I change my mind 5,000 times. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, there's lots of things to make, but finding something that I can handle in a video, I'm not the fastest worker in the world all the time, so that's been the big challenge. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any ideas for me, or if you see something on Pinterest that you want me to try, you know, let me know about that too. I'd be glad to do that. And I will be back on Thursday for our Marguerite Miller weekly collage, and then again on Saturday for our, just Sunday, sorry, for our general journal video. So until then, stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye. Hi guys, I wanted to pop just back on for just a minute and show you the finished envelope. I think part of the issue that I was having is I was trying to spread out the die cuts that I had in all those envelopes instead of getting the one really full. And so this now is the finished product, and I will cut some more flowers to put in the others, but I'm much happier with that. I put a little piece of cheesecloth underneath the sentiment, and I put a couple of stamps on the label. And I think what I'm going to do is, these are the little cards that came to go in the envelope, and I think I'm going to decorate those up as well with just some coffee dye and maybe a little bit of book page or whatever, so that when I put them in the journal, I'm going to glue it like this and leave it open at the top so that this card can slide back there for a little secret journaling spot. So I'm much happier with that, and I just wanted to jump back on and show you that. And I did put some black splatters too. I don't know, just, you know, kind of subtly. And I really like that. So this is how it ended up. So I hope you'll try that. And we'll see you Thursday. Bye.